So, let me ask you something. Is your company's benefits package actually providing real security, or is it just a dangerous illusion? It's a really critical question for any company today, and you might be surprised by the answer.
It all really starts with this one number. A whopping 90% of HR leaders believe that by providing group insurance, they've done their duty. They think their employees are completely protected. It's a common assumption, right? A box that gets checked on the corporate to-do list.
But here's the thing. What if that whole belief is just wrong? What if that safety net you think you've provided has some massive holes in it? That's exactly what we're going to dig into. Okay, so let's dive right in and talk about what I call the group insurance myth. It's this widespread belief that group coverage is the be-all and end-all solution for your team.
So, what is group insurance, really? Well, it's a single policy that covers a whole group of your employees. But here's the key detail, the one thing most people miss. The policyholder is the employer, not the employee. And trust me, that one little detail, it changes everything.
See, because the employer holds the policy, they're the ones calling the shots. This means the coverage your employees are banking on can be reduced when the next budget cut comes around. It can be changed to a totally different provider with different rules. And here's the real kicker. The moment an employee walks out that door on their last day, poof, that coverage is gone, instantly. It's temporary, it's always in flux, and your employee has zero ownership over it. So all of this creates some very real and often totally hidden risks for your team. What happens when this myth smacks right into reality? Let me tell you a story. It's about a woman named Miss Anne. She was a civil servant, had a stable career, and what she thought were fantastic government benefits. She felt totally secure. But that all changed when she found herself waiting for some serious test results. In that incredibly vulnerable moment, she had this huge realization. Her benefits gave her some coverage, sure, but they gave her no choice. No control over her own health and her own financial future when she needed it most. And really, Miss Anne's story, it's the story of so many employees. When a serious illness hits, group insurance is often just not enough. It leaves people with gigantic out-of-pocket costs they never saw coming. And even worse, by the time they realize they need their own personal insurance, a new health issue might mean they can't even qualify for it anymore. This laser focus on group benefits means that all the other crucial stuff, like managing debt, being tax smart, and planning for the long term, gets completely ignored. Now, you might be thinking, okay, that's a personal problem for the employee, but it's not. That stress doesn't just stay at home. It walks right into your office every single morning, and believe me, it has a very real cost to your business.
Let's break this down. When an employee is up at night worried about their debt or how much they're losing in taxes, what you see at work is a loss of focus. When they feel like they have no long-term plan, no security, you see a direct hit to their productivity. And that constant nagging feeling of financial insecurity, it's a huge driver of employee turnover. People jump ship for a bigger salary, hoping it'll solve the problem. Your employee's financial stress is your company's financial problem. It's that simple.
So what do we do about this? The solution isn't just about getting a slightly better group plan. It's about a much smarter, more holistic strategy. The answer, the real game changer here, is a concept called financial wellness. This isn't just another perk or a pizza party. It's a fundamental shift. It's an approach that gives employees the education and the real practical tools they need to take control of their entire financial life, from debt and taxes all the way to insurance and long-term security. And here's the good news. This isn't some big, complicated mystery. It follows a really clear 3-step framework. First, you start with education. You run workshops that tackle real-world stuff, like how to optimize your taxes, strategies to get out of debt, and how to actually read the fine print on an insurance policy. Next, you take a hard look at your current benefits to see where the real gaps are. And finally, and this is the most important part, you empower employees to build their own layer of personal financial security. This usually means helping them get access to portable, individual insurance plans that they own and they control, plugging the exact holes left by the group plan. And look, making this shift, it's not just some feel-good initiative. It is a powerful, strategic investment in the future of your business. And the ROI here, oh, it's huge. Companies that really embrace financial wellness see a major boost in productivity because their people are less stressed and more focused. They see way higher employee retention because their team feels genuinely cared for and secure. And it has a massive impact on their employer brand, turning them into a magnet for top talent.
This isn't some fringe idea anymore. The most forward-thinking organizations, the ones that are winning, they get it. They understand the old way of just checking a box is broken. They are actively moving away from basic benefits and are building a culture of true, holistic well-being. So I want to leave you with one final thought, a really crucial question to take back to your organization. Take a good, honest look at your strategy and ask yourself, is our benefits plan a real safety net, truly protecting our people when they need it most? Or is it just an illusion, a box we check once a year? The answer doesn't just impact your employees. It could very well define the future of your company.